Tonight, things are going to get hard. Every minute is going to get harder and harder.
Dad's going away for a week. I'm not going to be able to call him. I'm going to be doing some like Navy SEAL type shit.
The only thing that can keep you in the game, it's your why. Because tonight, you are going to fucking knock at the gates of hell. And you borrow fire from hell, because you're going to need it. If you don't have fire, you're not gonna make it.
I know everything. Actually, I just talked to my 9-year-old son today, and he said he's going to do his own Warrior Week and give up his phone for the week.
You're gonna have to go and borrow from the fucking piper. Pay him in the morning. You pay the piper in the light. The piper has to get his. The piper has to get paid. So you borrow from the piper at night and you pay him in the light. Tonight, go borrow from the piper because you're gonna need it. Tomorrow, pay him back. Borrow from the fucking piper tonight! Knock at the fucking gate! Keep knocking until the piper opens the gates of hell for you! And you ask him, I'm here to borrow fucking fire! And pay him back! Because the piper's gonna get his! Gentlemen, welcome to Warrior Week 37. One of a kind fucking Warrior Week. This is a journey of fucking leaders. This is a war. Unify yourself.
What's up, brother? Boom.
I am having some mic problems, man. I can't, or headphone problems. I can't hear you. I'm gonna try disconnecting them real quick. I'll be right back.
I hope it's not on my end. Testing. Hello. Maybe. Any better? Can you hear me?
Man,
can you hear me now?
Through my phone instead of the headset.
Is it so it's a speaker issue on your side then, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That'll be all right. I'll just roll with the phone audio.
All right, man. No worries. How you been?
Man, I'm doing all right. It's been kind of a slow week. Not a whole lot going on. It's been rainy, so I couldn't even really go outside and do a whole lot of walking around. You know, a lot of indoor time.
Yeah, here. It's been pretty rainy over here too, actually. Yeah, I just right before the call, I was like, "Shit, I don't have my my headphones," and so I ran into the house. Yeah, I had to, I got a little outside office building here, but I had to run into the house, and I slipped in the fucking mud and like crushed my toe. So that's fun. Well, yeah, how's that for some fire? That Warrior Week.
That's good.
Did you on when we graduated Warrior Week Challenge 6? Were you on the live graduation call with Coach Sam?
No, I had to watch the recording. I was still at work whenever the graduation went on. So I couldn't.
But you know who he is, kind of.
Do what?
Yeah. But you know who he is.
Yeah.
Sort of. Yeah. Yeah. So when I first came in for, it was like a 30-day challenge in 2018. Yeah, he was actually the main trainer, doing our weekly calls and stuff. So, and I just ordered his book, Every Man a Leader.
Yeah.
But to my U.S. address, so I'll have to get it shipped over here. So I'm looking forward to reading that. Yeah. I didn't officially do the the literal Warrior Week event, but I've met a couple of the guys that have been,
Yeah.
and from 2018 on, yeah, Sam was a lot bigger presence here, obviously, and that guy's, yeah. If you need fire, Sam is the one.
Yeah.
I think Garrett always called him either the terrorist or the assassin.
Yeah, it cracks me
Yeah, it
up.
was his job to kick guys' asses. Let's see. Let me pull up my notes. Well, yeah. So I got this. This group is like a handful. I've got one of my longtime closest friends who introduced me to Warrior is in here. A couple other buddies and a few guys that I was trying to help kind of nudge along to get their Wake Up Warrior challenge done within the time frame so they could join the shelter.
Yep.
But yeah, I just added you and I invited a few other guys. I think Joseph got in there. So I figure this is probably, I hope, I don't want to test it out right now, but I believe that people should be able to watch live, like through the Facebook group, kind of like how it happens in the shelter
Okay.
with Workplace or whatever,
Yeah.
So like if some guys are at work or they just got their hands full or whatever, at least they can like watch and maybe send in comments or something.
Right.
But yeah, I thought maybe we'll just start doing a weekly broadcast in here, and whoever can show up can show up. Looks like it may just be the two of us again, but that's fine. But I think in these coming weeks, I didn't give people much time this weekend, but
Yep.
maybe next week we'll have a handful of other guys start joining us.
Sounds
But
good.
yeah, dude, I don't know if you got a chance to read. I kind of I thought I'll start sharing my insights from my my GT each week too, just to kind of keep me more accountable. So I don't know if you read that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for, and I kind of fancied it up a little bit. But where is that? There it is. Anyhow. Yeah, 7 guys in there right now. I'm going to invite some more later this week, but I know, Ross was interested to join, but he's over in the UK, so I guess it's like 2 a.m. his time right now. But I said to him, maybe we'll switch it up, or maybe we'll eventually start doing two calls a week or something at different times. So we'll see.
Okay.
But so return and report. Yeah, I want to try to start creating structure, especially if the group grows, just so we can kind of jump from person to person and share biggest bullet points from the week. And I was thinking of just using Garrett's. It's kind of what's built into the GT, but the older version, just really simple, straightforward framework was like return and report. So like, what were your results from the last week? Anything notable in business or otherwise. Lessons learned, if you had any major insights or revelations from your execution through the week or from stacking or whatnot. And then course correction, what tweaks or pivots or changes do you need to make for the, going forward, especially with things like Core 4 and stacking, the habits and routines. And lastly, new targets. So, kind of making a declaration of maybe 2-3 things that you're committed to get done before we meet again the following week. So, yeah, maybe we can start to kind of, play around that, if that makes sense. I think. Yeah, so last week. Yeah, the week before, I think I'd shared with you, I had a pretty, it's funny, I don't even remember now, but I know I think I had 2 or 3 days, that just really went off the rails. And so it kind of put my overall weekly results behind. And I guess I was still recovering from being sick. Still a little stuffed up, but feeling relatively better. But yeah, the whole family had the cold and shit in our house. So anyways, but this week was a lot better. I think, let me see. Where's my scores? I like if you're tracking your Warrior Fit score. I was down in low 40s, I think, the week before, but I believe I hit like 52 and a half out of 60 this week, which is pretty damn good for me. I was particularly in my door. I was really productive with just work, tasks, and getting things done. Where it is? Yeah, here it is. I hope I come through, man, because I know it looks like the internet here is a little slow this week. So yeah, overall I got 53. Okay, cool. I got 53.5 out of 60. Last week, which is pretty astounding for me. Yeah, and I hit my blackjack, 21 points, 21 out of 21 for the door. My core was 25 and a half out of 28. And 7 out of 7 stacks. So I stacked every day. Woo!
Nice.
That's when I've really been like I love the stack, and I think we were talking about that, right? Last week, especially the mega stack. I don't remember exactly where I picked it up, but I guess it's probably in the old stack material, the book and the course. Like Garrett really kind of encourages to focus on the mega stack, until you get good at kind of reframing your story. Yeah. Because it gives you that chance to go through the walk the block, the kind of looking at it from 4 different angles. And so, I just, ever since I got in the shelter, I've really been focused on mega stacking primarily, which is great, and I love it, and it's been super, transformative for me, changing my perspective, I guess, about all areas of life. Right. But it's just such a big commitment, such a deep dive, typically, It's like at least an hour for me to get through a mega stack. Sometimes it's 2 or 3. I had 1 or 2, back, I think it was during the challenge, when we were doing like the escape from the pit, I think it was exercise. I had one that took me 4 days to get through 1 mega stack. Yeah. Not like I was focused on it that whole time, obviously, right. But I just had to keep coming back to it, and I found that frustrating because it kind of like held me up doing other things, but I'm getting better. But anyhow, like last week I was saying, I kind of had the revelation, if I don't have the time or the energy for a really deep dive like that, I can always do just an anger stack, or I've especially been trying to utilize the happy stack more. I think that's what we were chatting about last week. Yeah. For for especially positive like milestone events in my life that I want to like record, right? Yeah. But also doing that, like Gary calls it, spread the wealth across the core 4. So you distill a lesson, and then you apply it in all 4 areas. And so I've been doing a lot of that. So anyways, it was just because I love stacking, and I've done a lot of them, and I always get a lot out of it. But I don't usually hit 7 out of 7. That's one thing I've been really struggling, is to get it daily. So I'm proud of myself I think I actually did 17 total last week, including my discover stacks. So I murdered the stack. And core 4 was pretty good. It was definitely up a lot from the week before, but I had 21 out of 21 hit the blackjack in the doors, and plus a bunch of to-dos. Are you using the door much yet? The door app?
I think I just lost audio, sir.
Uh-oh.
No, it's coming in real fuzzy.
It's probably on my end. If it comes through, I was just curious, are you using the door app yet?
I'm gonna see if I back out and come in, maybe it'll clear up a little bit.
Send it over to chat so you can talk over me if my connection is lagging. David, devices are not up. Are you there? There you are. Is it coming through any better?
It's coming through real quiet.
I wonder. I don't think I can change the volume particularly on my end, but is that any better? Just messing with my mic. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. It said for a second there when you came back, yeah, something about devices disconnected. So I don't. Maybe it's is it a hardware thing on your side possibly, or? At first I thought it's probably my internet connection, but
Neither. I never have problems connecting to audio devices on this phone.
that's weird. So you're on the phone.
Do what now?
You're on your phone.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a camera hooked up to my computer.
Well, yeah. Before you reset there, I was just asking if you've been using the Door app very much yourself.
More time. I can hardly hear you.
Can you see the chat?
Yes.
Okay. Here, boom. Hope it'll. Have you been using the Door app very much?
No.
No. Okay.
I haven't actually made it to that part of the curriculum yet, and I didn't want to start into it before I actually got to it. I felt like I might have missed something. I'm gonna see if I can pull the chat up on my PC real quick.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, I actually, I mean, I've been just doing the white belt version of the Door for months and months, you know, just to get in the habit and kind of slowly improving my execution with it. But I am just starting to get into the Door content now for the first time. The Door Seek, Knock, Ask course in the Armory and listening to the audiobook and stuff. Is it still giving you trouble with the audio? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I still have no audio, man. I can barely hear you. I'm gonna see if I can get the audio through my PC and just run the camera through my
That's
phone.
weird. Okay, yeah, you're setting up another device there.
See if I can get my phone. Good.
Well, sorry if anyone's watching. Technical difficulties. Okay, here, sorry. Let's see. Are you just using that one for audio?
I was trying to see if I could get the audio to come through my PC.
Let's see if I can. I don't know if I can set it without the video, but that's okay. There. There's two Daves. Me and the two Daves. Is the audio coming through any better there or no? Can you hear me? Coming through the PC?
Nope, it ain't working.
Weird. Well, I wonder. Hang on just a sec. Let me play with my settings and see if. Okay, if I switch that off, if I turn this up, does that get louder at all? Is that any better? Whoa. Echo.
I got my audio to work on the computer.
There it is.
Man. All right, that may work out for now.
Can you? Is it possible to switch on a camera or something on the computer?
I just don't have one to actually connect to my computer.
No. Okay. Well, what about if you switch off the audio on the phone? Let me see. Does that work? Will it pick up your audio? Yeah. Can I still hear you through the computer? I don't hear you, so I guess maybe not. I just wanted to avoid that echo, but
Right.
oh man, if I
I think I fixed it. I got the mute on my soundbar, which is how I'm hearing you. I got the mic on the phone. So I think we
okay,
might be good now.
there's still some echo, but it's better.
Yeah.
That's why is it picking that up? Anyway, well, you here. I'll shut up for a minute, but you share with us, like, yeah, what were your results from last week, and any lessons learned?
Results were a little minimal this last week. I was still stuck at home, and we had the inclement weather, so I couldn't even really go for a long walk or anything. But I tried to maximize. Man, that echo's gonna drive me nuts. I tried to maximize what I did have available to me. So a lot of in-home workouts, a lot of stretches, a lot of reading to just sort of keep myself busy, try to keep stretching that brain muscle along with my body muscle. I'm actually getting ready this week for another follow-up with my doctor to see if maybe I can go back to work beginning of the month next month. So I've been trying a lot of exercises that'll really make me have to breathe heavy, because that's what the x-rays are looking for, is how much lung capacity I got.
Gotcha.
And so far it went pretty good. I was able to do most of the workouts without feeling like it was a little too much. I still get a little more winded more often than I would at full strength, but I'm a far cry better than I was a couple weeks ago. Even pretty good difference from last week as well. I said last week I lost access to the Warrior apps and stuff, so I've just been doing my best to try and do a good job journaling via pen and paper or some journal apps that I have, and trying to process through kind of in a stack form, not as well as the app would do, but try to process through that some of the emotions I got. Man, I'm tired of being stuck at home. I'm tired of not having anywhere to go, and I'm tired of not working. It's just been frustrating.
Right. I forgot you said you had some hiccup with it. I mean, is it something that you'll be able to get back on track?
Yeah, it'll be fun.
With the apps, or
I had that issue. I had that issue with my short-term disability, which was the money I needed to cover a bunch of this stuff. I just got savings didn't last very long. So
gotcha. Well, if it helps, I was thinking I can try to. I know I've got like a written out version of the Mega Stack at least, and I think I might have the questions from some of the others. So I'll gladly shoot those your way if you want.
That'd be awesome, man.
Cool. Yeah, like back in 2018, like we were doing it long form, so just I always did it in Evernote or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's slightly different. It's been tweaked a little bit in the app now, but it's pretty much the same. Just want to write myself a note. Yeah, cool. Well, yeah, any other that's great to hear. Hopefully you'll be on track to get back to work soon. Any other big milestones or notable experiences this last week since we caught up?
No, man, that's about it. Had all the birthdays in my household over this month, and now we're
nice.
Now we're all out of cake and try to lose all that unwanted carbs we consumed.
Yeah, we were doing that recently too. Lots of cake. Nice. Well, let me see. What was I had a really good date night with my wife last week. We went and had delicious steak, which I didn't think even existed on this island. But yeah, we celebrated our 3-year anniversary of our new Devisa business, and nice. Yeah, things are just going like really well with her. Trying to sit down regularly and kind of have, like, I call it a marriage mastermind. just catching up on important things and like I guess through the stacking and the warrior stuff, kind of been just opening up and sharing my feelings and insights a lot more, and kind of encouraging her to do the same. And then one thing I guess a lesson learned this last week is I feel like I haven't been like setting firm enough boundaries for myself, because I have like using the door, for example, and like setting up a domino door and like key actions, to get done throughout the week. And the idea is you have like 4, they call it hits, like 4 big tasks every day to kind of push the needle forward, right?
Yeah.
So if you go all in and you do all the work you're supposed to get the black check, it's like 21 major tasks or whatnot throughout the week. And so I've been building up that habit and just getting better and better at like planning on Sunday or Monday, like trying to do it kind of in tangent with my GT. But then I'm such a yes man when it comes to my wife, especially, she wants to go do something and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But I've been finding like also with a couple of, I don't have that many friends on this island, but a couple of friends have just been like really demanding a lot of my time lately, which is like, I love them, so I want to say yes, but yeah, I had the revelations, like I really need to, like when I set my plan for the week, I've got to stick to it, and start saying no more.
Yeah.
Just to actually crack through the work. I have my own agenda, rather than getting caught up and derailed by other people's wants. Yeah, and I slaughtered it with working on this Kingdom Warrior project. Like I just did a ton of writing last week. Actually, that was my big door, was to wrap up the writing for, what was it last week? The Core 4 section. Yeah. For this new book project, like kind of the expanded version of the Warrior box. So I was writing like 2 to 3, like really lengthy, in-depth submissions a day all week last week, and I just really felt proud to get. I got it done like midday Saturday, rather than kind of going all the way through Sunday last minute, like before the submission deadline. So I did really well with my writing project to help out the Kingdom Warrior box project, and had a little celebration on Saturday night. Probably drank too much, but it was fun. That's the biggest stuff. But good week with the family, and this week I'm moving into the door. Like really studying the door again, kind of as part of that Kingdom Warrior project. Yeah. So it's actually going to help me get even more clear on how to use the Door app. Like I said, I've been kind of like dabbling with it and just doing the beginner version just to build the habit. But I hadn't actually gone through the content either until now. So that's my focus this week. But I guess that covers kind of course corrections and stuff too. Did you have any other major things you feel like you need to course correct, to switch up, change your approach, routines, or?
I've been doing a lot of internal monologue to sort of work through the frustration from just being stuck at home. So I've been taking whatever it is I'm occupying my time with during the day, be it TV or fooling around on the computer, whatever it is. I'm taking breaks every hour or so to just sort of, even if it's just walking from my living room to the kitchen, to just sort of get my head right and have a conversation with myself and try to process through some of the not really anxiety, just I guess frustration is really my big feeling this last week. And just to really focus on how it can't be helped right now. It is what it is, and I just need to make the best of the situation, however bad or good it is. It can be as miserable or as enjoyable an experience as I allow it to be.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm glad you're at least keeping up. You're reading a lot and catching up with me. That's good. I can't imagine. Yeah, like the isolation after such a long period of time's got to be tough. But
Yeah.
hang in there, man. Hopefully you'll break free soon. You think this next week, if your tests go well, you'll be given the.
I'm hoping maybe 5-6 more days, and then I'll be back in civilization. So
Cool.
my appointment's
good,
on
man.
Friday here in U.S. time. So
Cool.
they'll get my results
Cool.
back later Friday, so I should hear from them on Monday. So
Good.
hopefully, if not next week, the week after, they'll give me the all clear to go back to work.
Right on, man. Well, yeah, keep us updated. In the Alpha Group chat too.
Yeah.
Send us a note after your doctor's appointment. Let us know how it goes. Well, yeah, and what about besides that, any other major commitments? I guess yeah. What are your biggest targets for this week ahead?
Biggest targets is just to maintain the diet changes I've made. Been buying a lot less crap to keep in the house, and eating different meals with a little more structure and a little more hitting more of the food pyramid with my meals. Trying to branch out. I've never been a vegetable guy. All my vegetables have come in capsule form or powder form. So I'm trying to branch out and eat one or two more things that might not just be meat and potatoes.
Yeah, I know it's a
been going
big
here.
change, but
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like doing the green shakes, like it was off and on since I first did my first challenge with Warrior back in 2018. But yeah, doing green shakes consistently, it's probably been the biggest I don't know, the biggest overall kind of transformative life change I've made. It was definitely a adjustment at first, but it becomes something I desire, I guess. If I don't get my green shake every day, like I just don't feel good.
Yeah.
So that's
I
been
definitely
actually
feel it in my gut if I skip or if I miss for whatever reason. Just digestively, it feels. I can tell when I miss it.
Yeah. It's just it gets you flowing better, right? It kind of gives me better energy, and I don't always do it, but a lot of times I'll have that for just breakfast, and I blend up my own at home with like stuff straight out of the garden, so it's pretty hearty actually. So I can have that and go till mid-afternoon before I get hungry again. So oftentimes, so yeah, it's like even if you took away my apps in all the technology and shit, right? Like that's probably the biggest thing I've gotten from Warrior, honestly. I still have room to go a little harder, but yeah, it's just a good solid life change. So for me, let me think. This week, yeah, I kind of shared. I'll share a couple more lessons maybe towards the end of the call from my GT, but I know I shared some of my revelations and course corrections, but yeah. So this week, my main thing is to get through studying the door app and the Seek Knock Ask book and stuff, and kind of front load a lot of my writing and contribution work to that Kingdom project this week. And then I'm actually going this afternoon to look at a hotel. I want to set myself up next week to find a place and book a hotel so that I'll probably stay maybe 5 to 7 days on my own next week and crack through the fact map experience finally, and just a little bit of other work I need to get done. But it's the fact maps. I think I'd said last week. I'm really seeing how not having that kind of anchoring point is still robbing me of a little bit of focus, I think. So yeah, hopefully next week I'll kind of get other things done and find a place, make the booking, and just be ready to have a solo trip next week so I can hack through the fact maps.
Nice.
So there's that, and and that'll if I do that, that'll set me up to kind of also make the 12-week future fact map, right? Q4 targets, right?
Yeah.
Right in time for this next quarter. The other one, this week I'm gonna start going to war with myself in the stack about my smoking.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing that I've been like clinging on to. Like it's just I've quit smoking I don't know how many times, but
Yeah.
it's so fucking impossible. when my baby came along like last October, I said like I didn't want to smoke around my kids, and so I used her birth as like a good motivation to quit, and I think I stuck with it for 4 months, but then I kind of let it creep back, So,
Yeah.
So I still, I do my best to get out of the house and go far away. I definitely keep it away from the baby, but I'm still, I'm feeling like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if you're ever a
Stupid.
smoker, if you are a smoker, but it's it's just one of those things. It's like, I mean, I love it. That's why I do it, but I know it's bad for me. It's one
I
of
haven't had
those.
cigarettes
One of those.
June, and I've been jonesing for one pretty much since I got out of the hospital.
Wow. Well, so okay, that's great. But it was because of the Corona stuff. Is that what kind of forced you, or did you quit?
I just quit. Yeah.
Nice, man. That's
And,
great.
Man, but I've quit. I don't know how many times, man. Like three or four in the last 5 years, and it's just something I always end up walking back to.
Well, yeah, like I did so well. I forget what year it was, but I quit for about 3.5 years,
Wow.
and I had like a really, really bad. I guess it was 2019, early 2019. Like again, I lost it all in 2017. Like my whole small empire fell apart, and I kind of had to spend 2 years getting back up on my feet. And it like early 2019, I'd kind of started building up my new business, and then I got backstabbed by a client who didn't pay me, and I invested a year in him and all this stuff and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I went down the pit, I guess, and picked it up again. But yeah, man, I want to. There's a good book called. Did you ever see Alan Carr? Alan Carr's Easy Way.
No.
I think it's what it's called. The Easy Way to Quit Smoking. He's got like a series of different things, but I, years back when I was first trying to quit, that was a book that was recommended to me several times by ex-smokers. So I have used it twice to successfully quit for lengthy periods of time, but just I know that I went 3.5 years and then I went back. So anyway, I'm hoping that if I actually stack it, mega stack it, attacking myself and like really trying to unpack like what the fuck are the stories? Like what is it about it that like I did kind of have a revelation, whatever. I think it was over the weekend. I think this might sound really weird. It probably will sound really weird, but I realized like I think I almost do that as like this. I don't know how to describe it, like not in mythological terms, but I said like it's like wearing a coating of death. It's like I know I'm, being self-destructive, but in a way it's like this strangely it's I feel it's protective, like it it's like I'm saying fuck you to the world, fuck you to death, laughing in the face of death or something, and maybe it has something to do with like projecting an image of not being dangerous per se, but like don't fuck with me, I don't know, because I've probably related to some of the trauma shit that I've gone through in the last couple of years, but anyway, so I am finding, stacking it and like really going after myself and trying to unravel the story, I think will help. But yeah, I'm gonna reread that book soon and see if I can't make some real progress putting that bad habit to bed soon. So anyway, yeah. I got my writing project. I got to attack the hell out of myself for my smoking this week, and setting myself up to do the fact maps in a hotel next week. I'm gonna go check out a place today. So that's my main whatever milestone things I want to get done in the next few days. But yeah, looking back at like my GT from last week, you know, I wrapped it up on Monday morning actually, but looking at that video from last week, you know, if the king doesn't rise, the kingdom dies. I think that, like you had said, I do think just revisiting some of these older videos, especially with the boot camp feeling, like it's really kind of given me a little extra motivation. But I was taking notes, you know, and kind of playing with those ideas. You know, that it's just a short clip, but he's really drilling the idea of the code. We live by a code. Stop fucking lying. He says stop lying about where you are and stop lying about where you want to go. And this is a message that keeps coming to me, which goes back to why I feel like I really have to do my fact maps to get clear on that. I've done a lot of like little exercises along the way with the content, you know, that are kind of opening that up. But yeah, that's my big sticking point, is not having the fact maps done. So I feel like I'm more clear than ever, but I know that there's still work to be done as far as like getting clear on not the idealized version. I like how I like to think of myself today, but like the real, you know, look in the mirror at all the ugliness and evaluate what needs to change, like smoking, for example. And then, I mean, I've got a fairly clear picture where I want to go and where I want to take the business and family, but like, painting a really clear picture of that for the next, I think 15 months is what I'll do.
Yeah.
And setting targets. So that was a good kick in the ass. Yeah, and some of my revelations from writing for this Kingdom project, I'll just share a couple bullet points real quick. One, if you desire abundance in any domain of life, you must make the consistent daily investments required, you know, across the core four. I said you must sow generously for a good harvest. You know, you can't expect to get return if you haven't made an investment, right?
Right.
Number two, I armor up across the core four every morning so I can withstand all the enemy's arrows and win the war of business and life. I must continually upgrade my armor and my battle strategies. So like, you know, the mindsets and the skill sets and habits if I want to win and expand the kingdom. Because really trying to also drill in my head. I do a lot, but I don't get the blue man that often, you know. I don't hit 28. I don't know if I've ever hit 28 actually. I think maybe once. You know, I sometimes I float between 25 to 27, but it's still something I need to drill the devotion to, like getting it all done and early on in the day to give me power for my day rather than keeping it till the last minute. Number three, my daily being practice. That's what I'm good with. You know, my meditation and my memoirs weaponizes me with a supernatural ability to write my own adventure story. This was a realization. It's true. It's like for the last 6 months since I've been kind of, you know, focusing on meditation and prayer, studying the Bible a lot, but also particularly paired up with the stack and you know, doing those mega stacks and flipping my stories around and like just reframing my own beliefs, you know.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much progress that's helped me make. You know, and I don't even know how much of it is even. I mean, the results are real, but the part that weirds me out is it's like it's really all. I've unlocked it with my perspective, you know, and being able to rewrite like the inner narrative. So yeah, it's like I've felt the stack almost helps me make my life write your own adventure story. I really feel that way more and more. And I said, yeah, every day I'm learning new things, but it's my choice to live from what I learn, to like apply it, to put it into practice. And it's my responsibility to declare my vision into reality daily. So if I don't do those things, then I don't get the results. And last one was around children and what does he call it? What's the word he used? Posterity. But yeah, as parents, we are like bows. This one might sound weird, but it was related to I don't have it here in front of me. I forget what, but it was related to a particular Bible verse where it says something like children are like arrows in the quiver of a warrior. That's what it was. I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And so, I was linking that up with Core 4. But I said, yeah, as parents, we are like bows launching our children, out into the big world. Like they're the arrows. And every day is target practice, kind of fine-tuning our aim so that they one day hit the bullseye. It's ultimately it's up to like my son Chris, right? What bullseye he wants to hit. But like we give them the push or the framework, I think, to go out there in the world. It's the same idea as like our kids stand on our shoulders, right?
Yeah.
But that I've been tying that in also with my daily practice, and that gives me a reason to better myself and to stay committed to Core 4 and stuff, and just show up as a good example, right?
Right.
Yeah. So those are some of my other big takeaways this week from my general's tent. Yeah. But yeah, man. So this week I'm reflecting on that next video I shared at the beginning with Coach Sam, saying, yeah, tonight you're gonna knock at the gates of fucking hell to borrow fire from the Piper. Keep knocking until he opens the gates.
Yeah.
And that is part of why sometimes I avoid the mega stack, because it's, for me, it has often been like a hero's journey, an epic dive, and then trying to climb out of the pit, which is always like Garrett says, you find I guess he says the night, or the light is found in the night. There's like treasure down there in the pit. Like the Jordan Peterson says, like the thing you're looking for is found where you at least want to look. But yeah, it's hard to do that on a daily basis sometimes. But that's one thing Sam's taught me over the years, and just being part of Warrior, like keep going to those gates of hell and mining the gold.
Yep.
So that's what I'm going to be reflecting on this week. Yeah, any thoughts from you on the video or any of that?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was having my audio trouble whenever the video was playing at the beginning of the video. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it because I've seen it before, but I'm a little fuzzy on the exact details of the video.
Well, here, I'll drop it in the chat for you. You can watch it afterwards, and I'll put it in our group too. But yeah, I think because I was, like I say, I never did Warrior Week, the event, but I've been, like, as I go through week by week, that's what I'm calling it. Like, this is my Warrior Week 1, and 2, 3, 4. So I'm on. This is my 37th week since like joining the shelter, and so I each week I kind of like I go look for if they have a little snippet from that Warrior Week.
Yeah. And
just kind of use that as a little bit of inspiration or whatever.
Nice.
A reminder. So yeah, and I thought if some of the guys get in this group, I'll start sharing, at least what I'm going to for inspiration, and a couple lessons from my GT and whatever each week. Share what I'm going through. Hopefully it brings some value to some of you guys.
Yeah. But
yeah, this last week was a powerful one. So
it's great, man.
So yeah, man, I'm psyched to be, slowly kind of gathering a couple buddies together and be doing this with you. And like I say, I hope maybe this next week we'll get a couple other. I'm going to extend an invite to a few other guys from outside of our, like the Warrior Challenge 6, and we'll see if maybe some other fellows want to dive in here too. But I'm sure we'll slowly grow this. But yeah, man, thanks for being part of it with me.
No, I've enjoyed it, man. It's my one outlet outside of the apartment here lately.
Well, yeah, I think I was just thinking, it's like I know we have like the small chat group and whatever, and in actually the Warrior Chat app, which I don't know if you ever got in there, but like I think Ray and Joseph and I kind of put together a small group in there, and so we share, like sometimes we'll share stacks, but mostly just kind of like sharing our scores, and milestones and stuff, just kind of egging each other on. But I did feel like not having an opportunity to actually get face to face and just kind of share and so occasionally ask questions or help or just encourage each other. It's been like, for me, it's 8 months, and I'm rarely able to get on the live calls because it's like 4 a.m. for me.
Right.
But yeah, having a small group that you kind of meet with regularly, I think will be really, really powerful, just to kind of hold each other accountable. So I'm looking forward to enlisting a few other guys and really building the consistency doing this weekly. I think it'll be good.
I've liked it, man. It's added some much needed structure to my life, and it actually gave me the motivation to set little goals for myself, even if I'm just walking around the apartment complex, to drive myself to have something to talk about.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, because I've done like mastermind groups in the past, right? But I never had all this structure and frameworks of Warrior.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when you know that you're going to have to kind of be accountable to your brothers, at the end of the week, it gives you the added incentive to like, okay, I better get something done this week, right? And it's good, good just to check in and kind of help keep each other on the path, and motivate each other to reach for that impossible game. I still need to get clear on what my impossible game is, but yeah, I'm psyched to have a regular catch up with you.
Man, I'm excited for you.
Yeah, man. This week, thank you, brother. Yeah, so I'm getting myself all kind of prepped and find a place and get some other things out of the way this week. But I hope, next week that'll happen, and I'll share with you. I'll probably this time next week when I do the call, I'll be calling in from a hotel somewhere, so you'll know right away whether I hit my target or not. But yeah, I was just thinking, especially with you kind of, still stuck at home. If you, in that small group, the Facebook group, sorry, there's a few, I dropped, it took me a while, but I'd shared like all of my, the debrief videos from when we went through Wake Up Warrior Challenge to kind of share with these friends of mine. Some my takeaways and insights and give an example. So there's like a bunch of stuff. If you go back too far, it's all Wake Up Warrior Challenge stuff. But I think I did. Yeah, there's a few things more recently. I figure I'll drop a couple more like YouTube videos, interviews, and stuff from Garrett or regarding just Warrior in general. I'm just thinking, if you don't have access to the apps right now, maybe I'll try to drop a couple other things I've found in the group this week, for when you're sitting around bored and looking for something to consume that's also kind of learning, right? Educational. Yeah. So I'll if you don't hear back from me in the next couple of days, remind me, but I'll try to drop like whatever stacks I have, and then maybe look for another couple like YouTube videos I'll put in there later this week. If you got time.
I got nothing but time, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, hopefully next week it'll things will switch up for you. But
I'm hoping, man.
Well, yeah, brother. Any other concerns or anything else you'd like to share before we wrap up?
That's all I got, man.
Did you catch? I guess. I think it's. Well, I guess it was a couple hours ago. Did you catch the shelter call today?
I did not. I completely forgot what time it was and got busy with something else and worked right through it.
Mm-hmm. So you are still inside of the workplace community, right?
Yes.
It's just the apps you've lost.
Yeah, it's just the apps.
Okay. Because I don't, I'm wondering if. So you've got access to like the fireside chat still for now.
Yep.
The other thing, did you get the emails about like they're putting out the Armory 3.0? Did you see that?
I don't remember seeing that email come through. But what
are they calling it? Command Center. So it's like a new. Hang on just a sec. Let me. Where is that? I guess they've been working the last couple months behind the scenes to like totally redo how like the Wake Up Warrior Challenge is delivered, but also like the whole curriculum. So they're getting it a lot more organized.
Yeah.
And I think like the Armory site that we talked about last week, right?
Yeah.
That you probably spent weeks trying to get access to or whatever. Now they're going to shut that down soon and move everything into this. It's the new Armory 3.0. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe you've been onboarded into that. Maybe not, but you might give a check. Oh, come on. I know I have access. Why did you log me out? Yeah, my internet's really slow. Sorry if it's some of the audio might be because of this lagging ass internet.
Man, we may do.
Anyhow, check it. I was gonna just pull it up and screen share real quick, but my internet's pretty slow. But check your email because I guess today they launched this new version of the Armory, or I think they're calling it like the Command Center or something, where all the training I guess is gonna be going forward. So I hope, if you don't already, I hope you get access to it's the new dashboard, Hopefully you'll get that soon. It sounds like they've got a lot of plans to I think they're going to be dropping some of the older content that we had like from 2018 and just building lots of new functionality into that. So I'm looking forward to that. But it is like, switching over to another platform again. But the thing I'm really excited by, though, is they're like, rather than just having the audiobooks, right, where you just have to listen. And it's funny because some of them, Garrett talks fast, but some of them is like normal speed. But I swear some of them, they've fast, sped it up. Already made it like 1 1/4 speed. Yeah. Like some of them are so damn fast when I'm trying to I have to turn it down to like 75 or 75% speed or whatever. But I think in this new dashboard it'll have I don't know what you call it, but it's like a transcript. You can listen to the audio and it goes like it highlights the text as it goes, and you can read it. So anyhow, I'm glad to kind of have. Because I'm still waiting for my Warrior box to come out here for the last 5 months. I hope it'll show up soon. But I'm grateful I'll be able to actually kind of read it. Yeah, I love listening to stuff, but it doesn't stick as much as when I actually read. So anyhow, there's a new dashboard this week, and hopefully I'll go check the latest Fireside in the next couple of days. But there should be some new content in there for you to enjoy. So I'll drop a couple more things this week too. So keep an eye on that Warrior Facebook group, and maybe hopefully we'll get another couple brothers in here soon, and make shit happen.
Looking forward to it, man.
All right, man. Well, I guess What time is it now for you?
It is just now 9 o'clock.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so you're not on New York time quite. You're
No,
on
Chicago.
Mountain time or no? Yeah. Okay. All right, buddy. Well, yeah, get some rest, and I hope you pass the test later this week. And yeah, keep us updated, and yeah, keep your mind active. And we'll
Yes,
see you
sir.
again next week.
I'll be here, man.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
Hey, you too, man.
See you, man.